Yeah, I've just finished editing the video. Hey, this morning, it's about which time? It's about 1:18 p.m. Wow. I've just been busy from almost at 8 or even 9. Okay, I woke up at 8 and up to 9 I was being productive. Remember, I usually very productive when mm, okay, I read books, several books. I get into spiritual mode. I listen to myself. That ka piece, that ka 5 minute piece, and even reading, adding value to whatever you have every day. I'm still reading the book, give and take, and I'm on this point. I'm at this point where I'm talking about. Oh, wait. The other day I talked about this book. It doesn't have a structured manner that okay, this chapter is talking about this in a detailed manner. I think the author needs to republish again, to rewrite or even edit the book again, because there are too many points in one chapter. You are like, okay, what is this chapter really talking about? And again, I talked about compressing too many words in one chapter, in one nini. The words are too close. So the person who wrote this book, I don't know if it's a for a nini, what do you call it? Um, I don't know if if it is the original book or it's just a copy someone made. But he made a mistake. I think he made a mistake for some reasons because the words are too close to each other. The author has condensed so many ideas in one chapter instead of breaking them in small sub chapters. You're like, hey, it's so much tiring to even read about it. So that is what I did. After that, I got into work now. So yesterday I recorded the KPLC secret codes, and I don't know, I was too lazy yesterday in the evening. I had almost 5 hours to edit that video, but I thought, you know, I was not in that vibe. By the way, I kept postponing. Let me finish this. So I needed to edit, but fortunately at almost at 10 in the at night, I decided, okay, fine, I'll just edit this video in a way that for tomorrow I'll just start adding the intro and outro and the voiceover. That is what I've been doing today now. So I edited the video yesterday, cut the essentials. You don't need to lengthen the video and tire your audience. No. So I cut the video, cut. It had so many wounds. Cut sections. So each code with it, I cut it short. So after that, I realized that there are some codes that are missing. It is code 800 to 865. So I might have missed some codes. So I was there filling in the gaps, and today morning I started recording filling the codes that were missing. After that, I researched the codes and their meanings. After I research, now I start joining everything. After I join everything, I do the voiceover. After I do the voiceover, that's it. That was pretty much it. And now I add the intro and the outro, and even promoting my brand in that same video. So I've been busy in doing that, really, because I know this video will have some value. Kenyans use KPLC each and every day. Meter tokens, they are paying all that. I've actually it is in my phone. The video is in my phone. I've actually finished editing right now. Just transferred it. I need to go to the Wi-Fi, to this free school Wi-Fi, so that I can upload the video. And I'll put it on hold first. I'll not make it public right now, because there's another video that I need to do for copyright in YouTube. After I do that, I think I'll be done. I'll make it now public. Oh, my camera was in a bad position. I didn't see this. So after this, what do I want to say? Yeah, after that video, I'll do the necessary. So yeah. So let me talk about something very peculiar. Let me talk of not peculiar per se, but very interesting. So I woke up very early today at 8. I slept almost at, was it 1 or is it 12? I'm not sure about it, but I woke up at 8, right? I did have some hazy dreams. I don't know who you are relating with. Usually there are dreams that you just forget about them, because they don't make any impact. Not that they have any relevance that you might remember. It's like you are thinking as you are going through, or you are conducting your activities throughout the whole day. There are those thoughts that come into your mind, and you are like, that is just a thought anyway. So those are the kind of dream. That is the kind of dream that I got today. I don't know. There's someone who related. We talked. We interacted with in that dream. I don't remember his name or her name. Likely it's her. I don't remember. So I woke up very jovial. Hey, I even feel it right now. And whatever was in my mind is that I have a business in plan, and oh my goodness, no, this ant, it's the one that is biting me, and they really bite. They really do bite, and so I woke up, very jovial, very refreshed, very, I don't know, psyched up, because something is telling me now this is the right time to start your business. I guess it's because I saw someone. The other girl that I was talking about, that I was attracted to her. She registered on Instagram, or she's on Instagram right now. So I got a notification through Max Eyes, that she's on Instagram. I was like, by the way, why is she here? And I can tell from far why she's here, because I can tell from far. But Hustler Fund is reminding me to you have an outstanding. So I paid almost 150 shillings to them today. I got some upkeep, so I needed to pay this Hustler Fund. And by the way, I'll not pay them right now. I'll have to delay, because it's one thing that I did when I was looking for that loan. I struggled. They made me patient. Now they'll be patient with me before I pay them. Yeah, it's actually a tit for tat. You know how many days that have gone by while trying to access the Hustler Fund? It's like weeks, 2 months even, trying to access the Hustler Fund, and I'm not getting it. Mtajipanga tanyi. Ruto is here. He has made Kenyans hungry. Literally, the financial bill that is, I know he proposed it. So all Kenyans are just angry with him because of that financial bill, and people are actually regretting why people even voted for him. Now, it's funny. The time when um, we were voting, Uhuru was pressuring us. Now the previous president was pressuring us to go for Raila, huh? And it's because of handshake. I don't know, whatever. Now people in this nini are just boring. They just make you very. So was pressuring us to vote for Odinga, right? And now, what was my point before I got distracted by this ants? I was talking about, yeah, I saw people on TikTok. They were regretting why they voted for Ruto, and they were warned. Now they were reminiscing, like they were remembering of how the old Wazes, Wazes are very respected and they have some insights in life. They were in somewhere outside. There are women and men ranting outside, and they are talking Kikuyu. Anyway, they were remembering, and they were actually remembering there are men from different places that had come to a certain hotel, and they had warned them, and they talked very loudly, and you know how a man speaks, and that's authority. He speaks. He's speaking something, and you are like, okay, bro. They were remembering now. By the way, kuna wazee. They were talking about how we regret when we when we vote in Ruto. They were remembering. They warned us. They were talking of this. They were with all this. I need to reduce the speed because I'm losing the traction of language. They are remembering and they are wishing. Oh my goodness. Kumbe someone warned us and we didn't listen. And it's because the financial bill this year 2024 is it's actually something that will even touch me. And that is why I'm also against it because and the person who holds the power is our MPs, member of parliaments. So those are the people who are and I'm not even sure that these people will want to listen to the people who voted for them. Wow, there's so much that is going on in this country that we are just angry at we are just looking. Our eyes are on our MPs, not the president. We know that the president has the final say, but the MPs have the power. So we expect them to do what they need to do so that they can hear the ground. We call it listening to the ground. The ground means the citizens who elected them. So the numbers were even leaked. The numbers of these MPs were even leaked so that the citizen can remind them that, bro, sister, my member of parliament, remember us. When you are voting, keep us in mind. And some silly MPs, guys, we don't have a country here, by the way. And by they looking at it, looking in, what do you call it? Retrospect. Looking back, I voted for Ruto, right? And I had an option of voting for Wajakoya. Wajakoya is the person who was standing for bank to be legalized in Kenya. And there was Raila Odinga and there was Ruto. Raila Odinga was not an option. Like, seriously speaking, was not an option. So I had two choices, either Ruto or Wajakoya. I had, Wajakoya had my votes until the last week. We voted on Monday. The previous week on Friday, I saw that his running mate, that is Justina Wamai, she started saying some things, and I was like, okay, I'm supporting Wajakoya because I know she supports him. I know the last week is like, okay, they have started to diverge in ideas, and I'm like, hi, something is wrong. So Justin Wambai is like, okay, he's supporting another side, one of these opponents. I think it's for, okay, I don't really remember, but something has happened that made me change my mind on Thursday or even Friday before the elections on Monday. Was it on Monday or Tuesday? Before that week. So I had to defer my vote and take it to Ruto. That is something that they didn't plan for. It came very unexpected. Ruto, I knew Ruto when he comes into power. This is a taker. As much as I didn't know a taker, but he's a kind of a taker that, he'll take advantage. He'll take us to the Moi era. And before actually during the campaigns, I used to say that when Ruto comes into power, I'll go to, or I'll even consider moving out of this country. And I'll move out of this country, by the way. Let me work hard in these few weeks that are left. Before these few weeks are left, are gone, I establish my brand. I start my commerce nini. After that, after a few months, maybe push the idea, push the business. Now I know it will finally pay off. After that, man, I'm out of this country. I better go to Russia or whichever African country that I think it's best. Maybe Namibia. I might consider going to Namibia, Madagascar, Central African Republic, whichever country that I think should suits me. I'll go to that country very soon. By the way, me, I'm quitting Kenya because it's not the country for me. I'll come back in 2027 to vote him out, or even if there will be a probability or a possibility to go to vote outside Kenya, I'll do the necessary. That is what, and make sure that Ruto is not in. I actually voted for him, not wanting, like, how you can do something just because, I have no other choice other than to vote for him. Now, there's something that happened yesterday. Very, I don't know. But let me narrate it before I judge it. I judge the scenario. I don't know. I got disconnected. So, let me repeat the story. I don't know. So after I uploaded the video yesterday from the Wi-Fi, and which I'm really doing today again. So I went back to my on my way to my house, or my room, or the plot that I live in. I don't know what told me to pass. There's a certain path there while you are approaching Mnini. While you are in these hostels in Gary, I'll show you. Now those ones. Before you reach those hostels, is a certain road somewhere there. So I encounter this guy. Now he greets me. He looks smart. He's wearing smart, and he greets me. Huh? And I just greet him back. You know, I'm not. Again, I'm not. I'm very simple, and if you're greeted, why not respond? And he's like, "Can you help me with something?" I'm like, "Okay, me, I'm not interested." You know how? Okay, by that time I was very hungry, and I was like, "Guy, you know, I have only 12 shillings, and I'm trying to figure out these 12 shillings are the ones that I depend on so that I can buy that sukuma wiki, which will be my lunch with ugali. Alright, so this guy, we meet with him. He's holding this shopping bag. I think it was blue or red. I'm not sure about it. I don't keep memory for things that are not relevant. I've actually forgotten his face. So he's the stranger. I've never seen him. He's wearing smart. I'm like, okay, all right. Let me talk to him. Let me hear what he wants. He wants my help. So let me hear. I ask him, what type of help do you want? You know, acting disinterested because I was not interested anyway. Remember, I'm not that good with socializing with people or even talking with people. You know, there's there's that conventional way of talking to people, and you feel like you are talking to them. For me, if you speak to me, you feel that okay, there's a gap, there's something. It's like I'm not interested. I am interested, but since I'm not used to even talking to people, I'll just act disinterested. So um, he tells me, "Do you know this secondary school, Moy Secondary School?" Okay, this is high school that is found behind me. There's some schools that are found there. There's a primary school, there's a secondary school, there's an I don't know kids. What do you call it? Kindergarten. There are three schools that are found here. Now he asked me if I know that in any. Now he continues and tells me that he's from that school, right? And he says some few words. I don't know what he mentioned about whatever he was saying about. I'm like, okay, by the way, I don't remember the actual words. I've actually forgotten because I guess my focus was on what does he want. Okay, what does he want? Like, oh, okay, what does he want? That is that was something that was in the limelight in my mind. Other things I actually, my mind was like ignoring somehow. I don't know how, but you know, they were ignoring those facts. He shows me his birth certificate and his school ID. He's like, okay, I'm from this nini, and he starts to narrate stories. I am from this nini school. I don't have money. Um, there is. He said about. He touched on something about he doesn't have food. What else does he say? He was on a job somewhere, but it got terminated, and all sorts of stories. But the question in mind, as he's saying this, I was like, okay, what do you really want? Me, I don't have the the time here to even listen to what you're saying. I'm seeing you have weird. Hmm? You are wearing smart, so it means that you are okay. Okay, as much as you might, okay, I was judging from that aspect. Like, you look good, and of course there are constructions company or construction activities that are going on. Okay, But there, nothing was occurring in my mind. That the main question was, okay, what do you really want? And you see that I can offer. And I'm like, stories. Now he asks me, how can you help me? I'm like, but he helped me with anything. Remember, I have 12 shillings in my account, right? 12 shillings that is going to be used for my lunch, and which even I don't have any other extra money. All right. So I had no option than to tell him that okay, I cannot help you this time. I wish I had, but bro, I really don't. And we part ways. But it's because I didn't have something. Because if I could have had something in my account, maybe 50 shillings or 100 shillings, I could have bought a full nini, something so that they can eat. Because people are really suffering out here, bana. People are suffering. I can tell you for a fact, people are suffering. You can see that they are okay outside, but people are really suffering. So I decide, So, and I was like, guy, does this, he got, I actually didn't check his name. He showed me his name, and I didn't check. What I checked is the year of admission. I think when he finished his KCP, it was in 2022. So it means that he is in Form 2 or Form 3 or something like that. So I'm like, this guy is in Form 3. But they looking at that, I'm like, by the way, there's something that is really, really, really lacking in our education system. Someone to tell the children, bro, outside here, outside the school context, it's not soft life, bro. It's not the life that you are prepared for, and it's going to be tough for you. I really wanted to tell him, if you sympathize with yourself, no one will sympathize with you. I really wanted to say that frankly, but there you have to look at the context in which you are speaking in the environment. Does it allow you to tell the other party something? And those words could have tortured, could have left more effect than a negative effect. And it's good to reconsider. But I had to just tell him in short, for now, I can't help you. Maybe some other time when I'll be well off. Remember, I'm struggling, bro. Even getting 10 shillings right now for bundles. I'm coming here on the school, the Wi-Fi, so that I can use the internet, because sometimes I cannot afford, and you tell me that I can. Anyway, I don't know. Again, I'm considering. I usually put some savings in my lock account in Mshwari. Like, see, I could have pulled off in my. Then I'm like, okay, they're in my Mshwari for a reason. They are here they are locked somehow. So even withdrawing, it has to take. Anyway, I don't know. I made a prayer yesterday morning, and I was actually going back and forth. I was like, I told God, Ebu, I want you to guide me through the whole day. Guide me in each and everything that I do. Did I do the right thing? Leaving this young man. I had some few shillings in my savings. I usually partition my money. There's money that that I put in my Mshwari, that money I'll never touch. That is always my rule. I will never touch my money from that side. I will never untouchable money until there's an emergency. But the other money that is in my M-Pesa, okay, I might even consider, okay, fine, I might use it. But the money in my Mshwari, no, don't touch it. Even myself, I restrain myself from using it, because I know there are those cases where, guy, if I couldn't have that 100 shillings or 50 shillings, it could have been a disaster. Anyway, that is what happened, and I'm still, I don't feel any guilt for not pulling out or even withdrawing the money from Mshwari. He got me unaware, and I think, what if that could have been a test? The other day I say that, hey, that I can help needy people. God was just trying to test me, see if have that in me. He can can even put more in me for me, maybe in the future. But anyway, God is good. I think everything happens for a reason. So I have to end this. Diary, because I've got a lot to do. I've got to return to my room, do the YouTube content. After that, I'll be done. Come back again at school, upload it actually, and make everything amazing. Yeah, and today now I'm going back to Maxis and even building my personal brand. So it's much more that is expected of me. Today I don't think I'll sleep, knowing very well that I've not done something. I'll have to make posts. Maxis has to be active so that I can get it into e-commerce. And maybe next week I'll buy an e-commerce store in Shopify, and I start running ads. I think I have to explore this field, because I've not touched even a bit. Let me end this diary here. Remember, if it can be shaken, it can be moved. Until tomorrow, adios.